Hey, it's Marquis. Before we get started today, I just wanted to jump in and let you know that over the course of the next couple episodes, you're going to hear some clicks and pops in the recording. I realized that after I recorded my last batch of episodes that my microphones weren't working. And so it picked up some scratchiness and some noises in the background. And my sound guy's done his best to get rid of them, but they are still there, unfortunately. But if you can get through that and listen through the episode, I promise it's still going to be very helpful and we're going to have a good time. So thanks for listening and let's jump on in.
You're listening to the Social Media Insider Podcast, a podcast by MediaCrate, where we know that social media marketing can be complicated, and that's why we're focusing on the tools, tactics, and strategies that are helping to grow businesses just like yours every day.
Welcome to another episode of the Social Media Insider Podcast. My name is Marquis and I am your host. And I just want to say, it is good to be back. For those who are listening, you're getting this update because you've subscribed. So thank you so much is number one. And number two, you've probably noticed there haven't been a lot of updates in the last 2, 3, maybe 4 months. And that is only because business has been happening. Priorities have shifted just a little bit when it comes to strategy, been testing some things out. But the podcast is definitely one of those things that we did not want to abandon. So we're back with some more content for you. And just wanted to say thanks for listening. If you're new to the show, haven't subscribed yet, please hit that little button. Please, that would really, really make me very, very happy. But today we have a cool show for you. I'm going to be talking about ways to basically win if you have an online store and you're trying to drive traffic to it. We have 6 social media tips that we're going to be chatting about today. They're going to help you just stand out a little bit more, get your product in front of the people that actually want to buy it, and get your message to them way before the sales even start. Now, I must say, originally, this was a Black Friday, Cyber Monday post. A lot of these things we're talking about, all of these things we're talking about can be applied to any sale, any time of year. But we actually put out a blog post a few weeks back when our American friends were celebrating their Thanksgiving, and then soon after, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So let's jump right in. So again, 6 tips, things on social media you can do right now to basically win when it comes to pushing traffic to your web store, online store, sales, products, whatever, launches. Here we go, diving right in. Number 1, create a sense of urgency, okay? Buy now. That is the number one thing you want people to do. But in a lot of cases, you have to actually tell people what action you want them to take. So again, any social messaging that you're putting out, you should be having language like that. So just a few examples: shop now, buy now. If you're using terms like limited time only, it lets people know that they need to act right now, right? Don't wait. This is today only. You don't want to miss out. Maybe there are instant savings, right? Having words like this and a clear call to action will maximize those click-through rates and ultimately your conversions, or in this case, your sales, right? Who doesn't want more sales, especially when around, times where there are a lot of online sales. In this case, it was Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Everyone has the same messaging. So what are you going to do a little bit differently to stand out? One more thing that I might throw on top of this is maybe start a little bit earlier, right? I was getting messages in my inbox maybe 2 to 3 weeks before, right? We know it's coming. It happens every single year. The commercials are on TV. The flyers are coming to the houses. The inbox is filling up with emails letting us know of this sale that's going to happen on that Friday or that Monday. Why don't you have your own sale 2 or 3 weeks before, right? People are waiting in anticipation for this massive sale, this breakdown of costs. Why don't you just do it before? Do it a week or two before, save now, and then you can extend those savings into Black Friday and Cyber Monday, or what are some other holidays? Can't think of any right now, of course, but whatever it is, if you have something, get out a little bit earlier. Don't wait. Number 2 is audit your social accounts, okay? So make sure that all of your messaging, is your bio updated? Do you have to update a cover photo? Is there a link in your bio? Or if you're using Bitly to track or Google Analytics, are all of those links updated? Are they pointing in the right direction? And is all your messaging relevant, showing the customer exactly what information they need to make that quick decision and ultimately make the purchase? Because the last thing you want them to do is put out a social post that says, hey, click the link in our bio or click the link below. And they go there and the link in bio is wrong, or the link that they clicked on Facebook or Twitter doesn't go to the place that you want them to, that you want them to ultimately land. And what I will say to add on to that is making sure that your links are actually working for you. So you're sending traffic there, but do you have the right Facebook pixel installed? Are you tracking those events properly? Are you building up a custom audience of people that will ultimately visit your website? And whether they make an action or make a purchase that day, are you gathering that information to use at a later date to retarget them, to put other ads in front of them, to communicate with them at a later date? Make sure that your social accounts are set up, your website is set up, just by doing a quick audit, just looking things over. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just look things over and make sure that it is working how you say it will work when that user actually lands on your social page. Number 3 point is use emotion in your posts, okay? It's no secret that people are emotional people and they make purchases and decisions in general based on emotion, how they feel, right? I was in line at the Walmart the other day, and you're going through, and it's Christmas time now, and everyone's a bit antsy and just wanting to get out of there. But what do they have in the aisles as you're going around? They have the chocolates, they have the feel-good things, all the the little trinkets, the little toys, the ho Santa, right? So it makes you feel a certain way, and maybe you pick up a chocolate bar or whatever. But basically, you want to set up all of your posts, all of your content in a way that you're connecting with that individual. You're giving them something that's a little bit below the surface that they can relate to, right? So even in any of your social messages, using words like hope or surprise or affection, inspiration, amazement, pleasure, whatever it is, amusement, for your delight, right? These are kind of buzzwords that get people thinking a little bit more outside of just spending their money, right? Because that's one of the things that is really actually hard to do, is separating people with their hard-earned cash. So making it a little bit more relatable, breaking it down, showing them that they're going to get something on the other end. They're going to feel a certain way by visiting your site, by using your product. That's what you want to be doing. That's your goal ultimately when you're writing your sales copy or your captions for Instagram or Facebook, whatever social channels you use for your business. Number 4 is schedule your posts ahead of time. Like, do it now. Okay, after you listen to the podcast, do it right now, because nothing is worse than the day of the sale or the event, the night before, and your posts aren't set up. You're not sure what you're going to say. You're scrambling to find an image and you're thinking, what do I say? You want to plan this stuff out far in advance. And then you want to have it in a place. You can use Instagram drafts and just keep it there. But sometimes if you close the app, it gets rid of it. But open up a Word document, put your copy there, put your messaging there, figure out what images you're going to use. If you have the budget, there are lots of free tools as well. Like Buffer's got a free version. If you're using Planoly, they've got a free version. What's another one? Later, they've got a free version as well, I believe, where you can go on there and you can put in what your captions are, put in what your post is, and you can schedule it for 3 weeks from now. But at least you know that it's done. And if anything does pop into your head or change, if a link changes, if you want to change the messaging, if you saw something interesting, you can just go back, update it really quickly. But this is going to save you a lot of time in the long run. Number 5 is create a custom hashtag. Now, again, this can go for anything at any point of the year. If you have an event, if you've launched a campaign, if you have a new product that's now on your shelves or in stock in your online store, creating a custom hashtag and using that on your social media accounts will just help to create a bit more buzz, right? And I'm going to use the examples from the blog post. We were talking about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So it's easy. Add on a Cyber Monday or Black Friday hashtag, right? Simple. But what you have to keep in mind is that hashtags like those or phrases like those that are more common are harder to show up in, harder to rank, right? Because how many other thousands of people have used those exact same terms? So what you want to do is break it down and make it a bit more custom for yourself. So if you have a store and you're selling maybe, I don't know, wireless charging docks, right? An obvious hashtag could be hashtag wireless charging dock. Good, right? It's easy, it's simple, it's done. But why not try something like charging dock Black Friday or charging dock, gadgets, whatever your store is, maybe using the store name in that hashtag, get creative with it. And then as you're sharing your messaging weeks, maybe a month before the actual sale, people start to see it and they can relate your sale that is upcoming to that specific hashtag, right? So it just makes it that much more personal and just helps people to identify with your brand. And the last thing that I will say on that is number 6, build a dedicated gift guide. Okay. Like I said, we're approaching Christmas right now, and the stores and the malls and the online shops are just flooded with people wanting to spend money. But if you're like me, unless someone tells you exactly what they want or you have a secret Santa, it's hard to decide what to buy. So I've seen in a lot of cases, what brands will do is they'll kind of spell it out for you. They basically say, these are all of our products, and we've taken the best or most popular ones or the ones that we want to sell you this season. And they've put together a little gift guide that says, hey, for that person who likes Star Trek is the only thing that's coming to my memory right now. Star Trek, you can get them a Captain Kirk. What's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm going to remember it 5 minutes after this. William Shatner. You can get them a William Shatner memorabilia item, whatever it is, right? And you can pair it with this yellow sweater or this mug that looks like it could have been on one of the Next Generation episodes. I don't know. Whatever it is, help people out, kind of spell it out for them. Put together little images, again, that you can share on social media, get some people to maybe use the products and just give them a better idea of what you have in store, how they can use it, who it's for, right? And then easy, buy now, act now, get on it right now and make the purchase, because you want to make it so simple for them that the second they jump on their site, they can connect to something that they see that is relevant to them, and they can make that purchase. And who doesn't love when people make purchases? If you are a business owner, we all do. We all do. So that is it. 6 tips to break down your social media. Get ready for that big sale. Again, these are universal and can be used at any point in your business. You don't have to wait for Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Do it right now. If you've liked this episode, please rate and review it on iTunes. If you haven't already, subscribe to it. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you feel like I missed any tips, just send me an email at marquis@mediacrate.social. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Social Media Insider. Please don't forget to rate and review this podcast on your preferred channel. Keep in mind, if there's anything you ever want to hear on the podcast, send an email to info@MediaCrate.social or follow us on our social channels @MediaCrate to continue the conversation. Thanks for thinking inside the box. We'll talk to you next time.